believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just feel like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me, world on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some, Kenneth keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire, I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me. I'm sorry. So my supporters, man, I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one.
Alright, let's go, boys. Let's get this done.
Came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing on the microphone.
Let's go, guys. First, you already know we got to put in my man, Lamar Jackson. Hold up. This is my brother right now. He's only 2 years old. He's controlling it right now. Let go up, Bubba. So, walk. Now go down. Let go. Wait, there we go. Now go down. Press X. Now push up. And then press X. There you go. Now press circle. And then press that. And then press this. And then press this. Press this. Then, look. Here, look. No. Don't hold it.
No football, no football.
Hold on. You want football? Go ask Mama for football. There's one in there, okay, Bubba? Hey, look, Mama has football. Hold on, he said. All right, hey, look for the other controller. Look for the other controller, okay? Go get the white controller, okay?
Okay.
All right, go get it. So you can play with Bubba. Let go. Thank you. Hey, be a good boy. Good boy. Is it good? Mwah. Love you. Play with Maddie.
Huh?
Play with Maddie.
Mommy. Oh, geez.
Hey, go. Dang, they were all back there. I'm just unplugged. Two broken tackles. Come on. Man, 3 broken tackles and 2 of them were on the same dude. Guys, like and subscribe if you think Lamar Jackson is the best. Like and subscribe, guys, if you think Lamar Jackson is better than some running backs that are in the NFL. What? What happened? What happened? Did she bite you? What did she do? Did she bark at you? She bit you? Bad girl. Bad girl, Tila. Say bad girl. Ethan, say bad girl. Bad girl. No. Bad girl, Tila. You okay? Yeah. Here, come out here. I had to check on my brother. Oh. Tila bit him. It wasn't Maddie, it was Tila. My bad, guys. My controller just died. Oh, tell me, hey, comment if y'all think I was lazy to fuck in the bathroom. Oh. That's bougie. That's bad and bougie, bro. Bro, Lamar Jackson up in here. Lamar Jackson is out here breaking sacks all over. Oh. Oh, he was still up, guys. Oh yeah. Titty. 30 on the fumble. I died. We are now going to do a real game.
I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next? Easier than my check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm a queen in this city. I be praying for y'all when I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of pills in this city. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ask her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl used to call her for days. I get no different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. The I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get my invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. A few moments ago, this crowd whipped into a frenzy as J.J. Watt and the Texans D was introduced, and this unit will be in for a stern test as they match up with the Denver Broncos. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
What's up, guys? I had to clean up a mess that my brother made.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to read leather. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Hey guys, I'm unplugging my mic.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
First carry for Devontae Booker. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Watson eluding the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sua Cravens able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Black 22! Black 22!
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Reset! Hey! Green the line! Green the line! Reset!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Watson just beating the play clock. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On play action, it's Keenum. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On the carry, it's Booker. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And here comes the Texans now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a first down throw. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first and 10, Watson out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Watson dancing to his left. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Watson looks to throw again. On the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Keenum now on first down. And this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Watson now going to run the option right. He may try and run for this. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep for the Broncos is Isaiah McKenzie. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Watson now going to run the option right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Watson, option left, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 6 there on the first down play. To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, back 22! Back 22! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Black 22! Black 22! Richmond, Richmond! Reset, reset, reset! Black 99 Philly! Black 99 Philly!
3rd and long. It's Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, green 39! Green 39!
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Again, it's Watson. A deep ball for Ellington. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off-play action. Keenum. Floating one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Going up top. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
After review of the play,
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Watson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. That's caught inside the 20. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 53 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Miller. Quick move by Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 14 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll push the
my
lead
mom's
up to
calling me. I have to
29
go
now.
somewhere real quick. Hold on. I'm going downstairs. My mom's
Scoring
coming.
summary, 3-play drive. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run.
1v1 on Madden.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure
Bali.
on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Bali!
Since his time at Georgia Tech, what did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. Big body.
Ethan, come lay over here by Bubba.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy
Come lay by
faces in the
Bubba.
crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Keenum now on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here. And
Ethan, come here.
A good pick
I can't
up there,
see,
26
bro.
yards.
Ethan, come by Bubba.
Perspective, that sure was
Okay?
pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from
Come
my
over
perspective.
here.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Move!
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
Ethan, Bali's over here.
Who can make a play in any spot on the field.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag.
Can you
being able to
please
run away
move?
from defenders, hard to stick with them for
Please,
that long.
Bubba.
Better against man than zone, or
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
now Keenum again. Drops it underneath for Booker.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll try and run with Booker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that
Didn't
time.
move.
It sets up 2nd and goal.
What a
Yeah.
game this defense has played. They're
Yeah.
pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice
Ethan,
run
who
there
do
as
you
he picks
want?
up 6. It's going to be 3rd
Who do you
and
want?
goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the
Okay, if you move, I'll give you Bali.
Instead,
Okay?
more of a step back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And McManus able to
How
put
did
it
I know I
through.
blocked
And
that?
high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, Watson flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
1v1 at Madden?
They'll try and run forward with Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. And Watson's going to throw it here. His pass caught at the 4. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. From the gun, here's Watson. Escapes the sack. Man alive. What on earth? And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Von Miller able to finally wrestle him down for a huge loss, and that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, it might be fortunate for him that he got tackled, because otherwise he might have run all the way through the tunnel and even into the parking lot.
On fourth down, Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
I'll give you some, okay?
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Out of the gun, Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now, Watson escaping the pressure right. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
Alright, that's going to be the video, guys. Comment if y'all want me one of Madden or something like that. Once I get Madden 20, we could do that. Like, subscribe. Peace. She said, do you love me? I thought I only part of y'all, my bed.